I really hope society would wake up. But yeah, that is always woman's. If a woman is in stress, all she has to do is say, especially in America, all she has to do is say, "Well, I was sexually abused." Immediate win. She's in love with him, and she loves the fact that she loves that he don't love her. This is a part that men must understand: is that women, seriously, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're just waiting on cues from men, right? And the sick part is that many men talk themselves into believing that bitches know what they doing just because the guys because the guys want to fuck them and fuck around and gave them power and shit, and the bitches are still waiting. And just as quick as these men gave these bitches power, well, now she's looking for that next higher up man to direct her. Because again, she's not going to want a man who she's directing. She don't want none of them men. Okay, if you push a woman up, the woman is always going to keep looking up. Okay. So if y'all on the same level and you push her up, she's not looking back down at you ever. For all those men who secretly think they're going to get bonus pussy points and all that never happens. It doesn't work like that. It really doesn't. You have to grow out of that shit if you haven't already. So back to this statement. Of course, yeah, she felt that she wasn't completely in the right. And I'll explain, and I just explained exactly why she felt she was completely in the right. And I'll go a bit in depth. Why she figured she was completely in the right is because women have now got this snowball movement going of just blame men. You're automatically right if you blame a man. So she felt she was right because society has been brainwashed into that. See, it has nothing to do with, she doesn't feel like she was right because of something silly like genuine morals. This had nothing to do with genuine morals. It's what she figured society would let her get away with. That's why she immediately recorded and bloop, put it straight on TikTok and just say, man did this. That's exactly why she did it. She didn't do it because she genuinely felt that something was wrong, because she doesn't know what genuinely right and wrong is. Women don't know what genuinely right and wrong is. So let's continue with this dingbat shit. And now, after reading literally thousands of comments about me, yeah, and I'm sure she did, yeah, because comments feed right into, I said, the social group. She read all the comments. The situation and the man in question truly opened my eyes how damaging it could have been for him. Yeah, I know. Jessica added that she was grateful that people called her out because it has now given her a chance to learn from her mistake. In the video, which has since been deleted, Jessica joked that natural selection would take the man out. But now she calls her comments far from tasteful and funny. Listen, the only reason she finds it far and tasteful from funny is, again, because that social group told her it was wrong. She doesn't know what's right and what's wrong. It doesn't take thousands of comments to figure out if you right or wrong or not. You know if you right or wrong for that. But let me guess, you're not strong, independent woman when it comes time to actually be held accountable for anything. You just an innocent little butterfly who needs to be protected from the world. See, this is why feminism is a fucking joke. This is why women's rights shit always comes back down to being a complete fucking joke. This is why they get laughed out the fucking room. She adds that her actions were extremely immature and admitted to making light of a situation that should have been taken more seriously. She says she now looks back at the video and cringes. You know, that man should sue her for slander. That man should sue. She should be sued for slander. That's why I'm gonna name the clip of this when I put it up tomorrow. Jessica Fernandez should be sued for slander for that video. Flat fucking out. She should be sued. She should be sued. I'm pretty sure that's slander. Let me Google it real fast. Yep. The action or crime of making a false spoken statement damaging a person's reputation. Yep. That sounds like slander to me. Sounds like she should be sued for slander. But she won't, because she's a bitch. Bitches get away with all types of shit just because they bitches. So she ain't gonna get sued for slander. She should be sued. This woman should be sued. That's literally the definition of slander. And guess what? The court will go, oh, she's just a woman. And they gonna let her get away with it because she's a woman. Don't hear feminism about fighting about that. Because here's the thing with my channel, because I know where motherfuckers thinking, well, you do the same shit. Okay. My channel is explaining the actual reality of what they're doing and going on in-depth theories and logic and fact based off of what bitches do, right? It's not slander if it's fact. What's up, yo? What's up, Jen? She says she looks back at the video and cringes and hailed the negative responses as a wake-up call for her. It took literally thousands of people displaying their distaste for the way I acted to realize this in full effect, she continued. While Jessica noted that the man in Jib did nothing damaging, she explained that felt threatened in the situation because had suffered from sexual assault in the past. Yeah. What was I used to call the God Bless America routine? Yeah, it was in the past. So so now it's all fine. So for those of you who don't know, the God Bless America routine, where I grew up in Ohio, I grew up in a middle class area where there was a lot of people. Well, I would say lower middle. I grew up in lower middle class areas, where most of the people were blue collar or low end white collar workers. So there was, and it was a very diverse. Well, I won't say very diverse. It was majority white. It was a few blacks, little Spanish, but majority white, and blacks were like next up in line. So with the white kids in the school, not all of them, but it was. I'm thinking of one right now. His name was Tyler. He would be on this. That forgotten American that Trump was targeting in his initial campaign. Trump targeted the forgotten American, which was the lower end white male in North America. That was his demographic of where he went to get riled up. They took your job. They did this. They're bringing crime here. They did that. It's not you. It's all them. Yeah. And that's how, he got all that shit popping off. Right. Well, Tyler was a part of that group. Right. Which I didn't have any issues with him. I didn't really know him in depth, but I didn't think any bad of him. But he fit that demographic. Right. And I still remember one time we had to say the Pledge of Allegiance, and Tyler was literally getting ready to fight somebody because they weren't doing the Pledge of Allegiance before a game. He was literally getting ready to fight. He was one of those God Bless America. So what Tylers would do is they would say, if they were losing an argument or they were just looking stupid, they would just say God Bless America. So if you were to say anything back, you would immediately be against your home country, and it would put you lower down, in the fight, right? So this was a common escape route for people who just clearly lost, right? But back then we didn't know how to put it into words to explain, you just using that cheap excuse, fuck that shit. We didn't know how to put it into words, and in 10th grade we didn't know. But looking back, now I know what it is, and I think Anchorman even touched on that. Because Ron Burgundy, he ended a cast saying, have an American night and saying, God bless America. And the audience was saying, yeah, you got something to say about it? Type of shit, right? It was that God bless America. If you say God bless America in an argument, well, or if you say, I'm a religious man or something like that, well, if the other person says anything back against that, well, they're totally against the religion or they're totally against, America or whatever. And they would, and you would win the argument. Women's God Bless America is to always say that she had been sexually assaulted in the past. That is always woman's quickest way out of an argument, right? It's always her quick. I just start feeling pressured. I don't know. Well, probably because I was abused when I was younger. Bitch, I was asked if you want a cheese on your hamburger. Well, I was abused. It's like, I really hope society would wake the fuck up from this shit. I really hope society would wake up. But yeah, that is always woman's. If a woman is in stress, if all she has to do is say, especially in America, all she has to do is say, "Well, I was sexually abused." Immediate win.